In our little community, it isn't like in the bigger schools where there's 10 or 15 of these type of kids. There's one Cody. I mean, we're talking from basketball, football, clear up into the state high school ranks. I mean, you hear everybody talk about, oh my gosh, I cannot believe what an athlete that great big guy is. I mean, he sticks out because he is. He's that, you know, it is neat. It's cool.
Cody has always been very coordinated from even a young age, willing to try anything. And I would say probably about the time he got into middle school, which for us is in 5th grade, and he, you know, ended up being one of the key players even as a 5th grader in the middle school. I would say is probably when we realized that he was gonna be big, and he was pretty talented.
My parents always kind of had sports around us. I mean, my dad put a basketball court in our house. We're always out there, you know, just shooting around with me and my sisters, or my dad was throwing the football around with me, you know. So it just kind of, stuff like that just kind of really got me into it when I was young.
He's always been probably like one of the biggest kids on the court, but I mean, he used to be kind of just like this big old, like, run down and like do whatever he wants, but now he actually has like the ability to do whatever he wants and do it in a super athletic way, so that's really fun to watch.
We were really little, he said, I'm gonna go play football at college. Okay, you know, he went ahead and said, watch me, here we go. It's pretty special to see, you know, somebody you've grown up with your whole life, and to take that next step and really know he's gonna excel. Really excited for him for sure.
Since he was 3 or 4, he's had a rope in his hand. Comes in the house and ropes the dogs or the cat or me. My wife, his grandmother, and I used to pretend we were rodeo announcers or auctioneer announcers. We'd announce that he was coming in the room and he was doing this or that. And he'd run through there all day trying to get his picture taken.
Anytime he could get on a horse and go be a cowboy and go do what Dad was doing, he was all smile. You know, that has literally brought him joy from the time he was little.
I think that the cowboy stuff kind of instills values that you can carry onto the football field. I mean, like, determination, and you know, your cow keeps running back on you and you got to get it wrecked, you know, you really got no choice, or you know, you're on the 2-yard line down a score, you know, you got to have it. So I think you can kind of relate it. I think just having that from a young age kind of made it to where I didn't have to learn it as I got older and into football and everything, and just kind of carried me forward earlier.
It's not always fun, you know. I mean, not every kid, not even every ranch kid, enjoys that kind of work because it's not always fun.
Dad might be yelling at you a little bit.
There's some tense moments. There's some cold weather. There's some really hot weather. There's some really early mornings. There's some really long days, and you have to just teach your kids to keep going. The job's not done yet. We have to keep pushing through, even if it's not fun and it's not easy. I think that in itself is what's going to benefit Cody at this next level and his athletics, is his willingness to keep pushing through the hard stuff.
So my main 3 schools were Oregon State, Washington State, and Boise State. I just really liked Oregon State, the town, the history my family has there, and the coaches. This is where I'm going to be for the next 4 or 5 years. Don't plan on leaving, plan on, you know, success or no success, going to be trying to make it work here.
He's always been a hard worker. He's always been gracious and polite and humble. But I would say through this most recent process, the whole recruiting process, his success in sports and in rodeo, he has done a very good job of maintaining his humbleness and making the rest of his teammates and classmates, whatever he's involved in, feeling just as important and as big of a part of it as maybe he has been contributing as well.
I think a lot of it comes from just the community we're from and the ranching background. I think it's like we've always grown up to work hard and earn things, and I think that is leading to his just humbleness, but also his ability to achieve great things.
He's got, to me, I think, a very high ceiling. I think if he gets the right situation and gets developed or whatever, I mean, no telling, because he's kind of a rare bird, is size-wise, athletically, and his skill set and what he can do, athletically. I mean, I give a lot of credit to the rodeo for that or whatever, his hand-eye coordination and, riding horseback and whatnot. So I think it's all up to him. I mean, if he's willing to put in the time and, can figure out how to enjoy the grind or whatever, I think he's got super high ceiling.